my thing. I've been ballin', flossing my game. Yeah, I paid the cost to be the boss. Yeah, I ain't taking no more losses. No, I had to triple my deposit. Yeah, I've been ballin'.
Susa Subiza coming to you with a great video to help you grow in the spiritual conscious evolution though, as we move through this universal 5D shift. Now today, we're going to be talking about letting go to grow. First thing I want to tell y'all, thank you for your patience. I know this is my first video like talking to y'all, but I feel like it's a time, it's a period, we're in a period of space when we got to speak up. And honestly, one of my whole goals, my whole purposes was to always help raise the collective consciousness and that bandwidth of that frequency and that vibration we own. Because you already know, if you don't know, for the ones in the back, we are moving into 5D consciousness. That's right, 5D consciousness. We are in the age of Aquarius. So it's no more being scared to speak up for yourself and for others. We got to be real so the universe keep it real with us. For those of you that don't know all the way as well, Age of Aquarius is about enlightenment, innovation, creativity, coming together, projects, union, knowing. We done believing, it ain't no more believing. You gotta stop believing in yourself, you gotta start knowing in yourself, okay? One of the things that you gotta do if you wanna move into this 5D consciousness, this 5D awareness, this new earth that everybody's talking about so-called, you gotta let go to grow. And that's exactly what I've been doing for the past, I would say, about a year or so. I've been working on myself, self-development, my self-consciousness, my self-evolution, so that I can put out the highest content and the highest quality, the highest quality music, the highest quality everything, so that I can give it back to the people and so we can all grow together. So let's grow together, y'all. Let's get this going. Let's grow up, let's glow up, and let's go up. I'm with y'all. I love y'all. I want to say thank you as well, again, for your patience. I know it's been a long time since I put out some music, but honestly, if anyone know me, I've never been a type to want to fit in or try to put out music for a certain crowd or just try to put out for a certain time period just to fit inside a certain group. Like, I'm not trying to. My goal is not to be a part of the system or, the certain corporations that we live in and that a lot of people live for. I'm not for that. What I'm about is self-development, growth, consciousness, and evolution. And so let's get right into it. What I've been doing for the past year is letting go. A lot of relationships, a lot of fake relationships that I knew I should let go of a long time ago. A lot of fake friendships. That's one thing that's gonna bother y'all the most is friendships. These friendships that you've been holding on to can hinder you a lot in your self process of evolution, and for not only yourself but for others around you, because you holding on to them, and your higher self is telling you they're not helping me grow at all. What purpose are they serving me in my life, other than turning up, going out, getting drunk, getting crunk? You know what I'm saying? What is that doing for you? What is that doing for your consciousness and your evolution? You got to ask yourself these questions. You got to question everything if you want to grow. Letting go of these perceptions of ourself, letting go of these ideas that we should live a certain way in society. We have so many expectations coming to us every single day. I should live this way. I should live that way. But honestly, the only way you should be living is the way of your higher self. And if you notice, a lot of people, this frequency, energy, and vibration is raising on the planet. A lot of people can't take it because the truth is coming to the light. A lot of people are being exposed for who they truly are. A lot of darkness is coming to the light. So if you're evil, that's showing. If you full of light, that's showing. You know what I'm saying? That's showing. Everything that you think is not showing is showing. Everything's coming to the light. Why do you think so many people are coming out with conscious videos and, tarot card, this new age movement? a lot of that stuff is it's low vibrational. It's low vibrational entity. So be careful, y'all. Watch out. Now, I've been on this stage for not stage. I've been spiritually awakening because it never stops. It's never in the process. I've been spiritually awake since I was about 11 years old, and I just felt like, you know, now is the time for me to speak up and start getting more in depth and start being more vulnerable and clear with you, so, you know, we can all grow together and step up in this evolutionary process with Mother Earth and with Mother Universe. But the music was always so good for me and so important to me, so that's why I put out music that's on a high frequency. If you notice my music, I don't talk about violence. I don't talk about nothing demeaning, for real. You know, you might hear a little bit of 3D in there to help appeal to the masses, but at the same time, I'm putting out good, high energy, good frequency, good music for y'all. And so that's what I've been doing for the past years, developing my higher self so that I can put out the best content for not only myself but for everyone else. I just been letting go. A lot of fake friendships, a lot of fake relationships, toxic relationships that I knew was toxic. And, you know, I'm not gonna name no names, nothing, but I'll be clear. I used to be depressed. I used to be very narcissistic. I used to be self-toxic. I was a matrix boy. I was a matrix nigga, you know? And I'm vulnerable enough and clear enough, and you know, I got the courage in me to say that to y'all, so, you know, so you can let go of this fear of not caring, of just caring about what anybody think of you. Because if you ever care what anybody think of you for your whole life, if you keep doing that, how are you gonna grow? Because you got to be able to tell somebody what your problem is, you know what I'm saying, to help you grow. Sometimes it's just as simple as letting it out. Like I said, letting it go. Once you let it out, that's a form of shadow work. Letting it out, you are addressing these problems and these issues that you've been putting off for so long. And what the universe is doing is recognizing that frequency. Oh, he's letting go of that frequency that was holding him back. You know, we grow together. You more aligned with the universe, because the universe will have nothing to hold back. The sun just goes shine. I don't care if it hurts you. You know what I'm saying? Them light beams and light codes, they downloading. They just come into your whole astral body like that. We don't care. The sun say, I don't care, I'm gonna shine. You know, I don't care what nobody think, I'm gonna just shine. And so that's how you gotta be. You gotta be on that high vibrational frequency and not care. The more and more you let go of perceptions of anyone else and yourself, you are not your thoughts. The more and more you grow, and the more and more you evolve. A lot of things is addictions, habits, patterns, behaviors. You know, smoking weed, going out, turning up, which is, you know, it's a little bit of, you gotta have the balance of yin and the yang. It's cool to dabble a little bit sometimes, but you gotta realize, who are you dabbling with? What's their value in your life? What purpose are they serving to your life and your evolutionary process? Because as we move from 3D to 5D, this is a timeline split that I know a lot of y'all have heard of. But to fully grasp it, let me break it down for you. The timeline split that you go into is determined by your behaviors and your actions, your frequency, energy, and vibration. So let's say you going out, you turning up, you know what I'm saying, you living life, you got a job, whatever, you good, but that's 3D. What evolutionary process purposes are those serving to you? What are these friends helping you do? By going out, you know, buying drinks every night, or just doing anything like that, you know, you just on TikTok, you on Snapchat, you on social media, you all over the place. Are these things helping me grow? You got to start asking yourself that with every single action that you do. You got to be conscious of every single action that you do, not just around your surroundings, but about your inner surroundings too. What's surrounding your mind? What's in and around your mind? What is inspiring you? What is inner spiraling you? What is inside of you that's causing you to make you be like, I want to go do this? It's your patterns, your actions, your addictions, your habits, and your behaviors. You gotta put those in check. You gotta be in a relationship with yourself enough to be like, okay, this ain't working out. Let me cut this out. Let me do this. Because your higher self always gonna tell you what you should be doing. Your higher self always gonna be telling you that. Your higher self gonna be telling you, oh, maybe I shouldn't be going out tonight because, you know, I should just be researching. Let me get some self-development programs into myself. Let me program myself for some knowledge. Let me read some books. Let me go meditate. Let me go exercise. Let me go jog. Let me go do some yoga. Let me go do something that's gonna benefit my spiritual, physical, and mental health and well-being All three of those aspects. Let me go do something that's gonna help those three aspects. And sometimes, you know, you might have to be by yourself for a little bit. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've never been pressed to be a part of the crowd. I've never been really pressed to be a part of the crowd. And the one thing, you know, the one thing you got to understand is you're not better than no one else just because you're living a certain lifestyle. Let's put that out there first. Just because you're conscious or spiritual, that's why I don't call myself spiritual or conscious or anything, because that's just a label. I live conscious, I live spiritual, but I'm not going to say I am conscious, I am spiritual. I am my higher self. I'm not my thoughts. So I put myself in a check and be like, whatever decision I make, is this helping me grow? That's how I move forward into 5D. So my conscious, my behaviors, my actions, my patterns, my decision making is all based around conscious thinking. Is this helping me grow, or is it helping me go below? There's a certain vibrational pyramid that you're gonna be on all the time. Don't forget that. Another thing is realizing your self-worth and your value, and being able to recognize when you gotta let go of someone or something. Like I said just a second ago, your higher self will always tell you, okay, this is gonna help me grow. Let me go do this. Let me go listen to some music. Let me go lead a situation. It's like if you was at a party and, you know, a fight broke out or something like that. Let's say that you leave. That's not helping you. Why would you stay there? It's like a toxic relationship. Y'all argue every single day. You saying it ain't going nowhere. This person don't know how to talk to you. This person don't know how to respect themselves. They don't know how to respect you. It's unfulfilling. It's no longer in balance. So you got to move on and move forward. Like Kid Cudi said, keep moving forward. I'm so reborn. If you want to be reborn, you got to do stuff like that. You got to cut stuff out. You know, let your love grow. Let your love grow. That's what this say right here. Let love grow. And in order to love yourself, you got to do stuff and participate in behaviors and actions every single day. And check yourself and say, is this helping my love grow? Take care of yourself. Wake up. I just woke up, got my smoothie. You know, I did some yoga, I did some meditation, washed up. You know, yesterday I did some exercise. Today, I'm letting my body recover a little bit. But every single day, it's no days off. I'm always putting myself first and realizing every single decision that I make. Is this helping me grow? Is this going to move me into 5D consciousness reality, or is it going to move me into 3D consciousness reality and keep me staying there? Because that's low density. You want to be floating. That's high density. You don't want to be you don't want to be something that's dense. You want to be low density. You want to be floating. That's your astral body. The more and more you let go, the lighter you get, the more and more you fly. You want to be flying in this world. The more and more you take care of yourself, you could be feeling like you're flying. You know why? Because your body is no longer holding on to these stresses and these distractions and these deviant behaviors that's holding you down and it's weighing you down. Like I said, it's all about balance, yin and yang. You got to let go of stuff that's not serving you. Yeah, you can have some vices like that, like smoking. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those things that's kind of like 50-50 for me. I kind of cut back on smoking for real. I don't really smoke like that no more. You know, shout out cannabis. It was a great stage in my life. Like we had our time, but I don't do that every day. I strictly only use, this is just me. You can do whatever you want if it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? But your higher self will always tell you. I strictly only use cannabis for creative purposes and spiritual, holistic healing purposes. So let's say I'm having a certain feeling inside of my body, you know, from pain or something like that from working out, which is rarely, you know, that rarely ever happens because I stretch. You know, I take care of my body. I got my blood flowing. Got my sea moss and everything going. Yeah, I strictly only use cannabis for creative purposes in the studio when I'm making music, not yoga, but creative purposes when I'm making music, you know, body purposes if I really need it, and then the other last purpose is for if I'm trying to get some answers in life, I might use some cannabis or psychedelic like that, like shrooms or MDMA, or you know, some other things like that. But it's all real, it's all tested. I'm not about to get into that right now. That's a whole nother separate video. We go talk about that. But yeah, I strictly only use cannabis for creative purposes and spiritual healing purposes. I don't really. I've had my run with it. I've opened the book with a lot of things, and I'm not saying the book is closed because no book is ever closed as far as like, you know, helping you grow and stuff like that. But I just had my run with it, and I know how to control it, and I know when I should use it, and I know when I shouldn't. It's a time and a place for everything. It's a space and a period for everything for when you should be using something, and your higher self will always be telling you that. And the more and more you make space to tell yourself and to tune in and to tap in and, you know, keep letting go of things, of like, you just gotta let go of, you gotta find space to make for yourself to where you just be like completely sober, so you can think clear to make sure you know what you should do. That's how you tap in. Don't listen to your ego. If your ego telling you like, nah, it's really making me tired, it's really making me not really focus on my goals, and it's really making me put off stuff and procrastinate. Because if that's the only thing you focus on is getting high and smoking, how is that helping you grow in your evolution? Like I'm saying, you gotta be 5D compared to 3D. That's one thing that's very important. So that's what I've been doing. It's just letting go of stuff like that. You know, going out, fake friendships. I mean, a lot of the things that, you know, when you go in this process, you go on this journey, you gonna have people that you got to let go of that you've been growing up with your whole life, and you thought, dang, like, I never would have thought I would have had to let go of this person. But my higher self been telling me, dang, like, they kind of fake. You know what I'm saying? They don't really respect me, just like a relationship. They don't really respect themselves. And whenever we hang out, we not going nowhere. It's the same thing every time. That's stagnant. You don't want stagnancy. You want progression. And so that's very important. And when you recognize that, your value got to go up. You got to be like, hey, if you want to buy me, if you want to be like me, you got to match your line. You got to, their behavior has to match your behaviors. The same frequency. If y'all not on the same frequency no more, you're growing apart. You got to accept that and understand when you recognize that. Another thing is life. Letting go, like I said earlier in the beginning. No, the only person that I'm better than is the person that I was yesterday. The only one that I'm better than is the one that I am yesterday. I'm inspired by others, yes, but mostly I'm inspired by myself. And that's not selfish. That's called self-love and evolution. That's what we came here in this life to do, is to grow, not to hang on to stuff that's not helping us grow. So it's like diets, you know, your higher self will always tell you what you should do. You know, your higher self will always tell you what you should do. And you gotta recognize when it's important to listen to that. And that's always your gut. If you let go of these toxic situations, these toxic friends, these toxic behaviors, these toxic patterns, it's inevitable for you to grow. You're going to grow no matter what. But if it ain't for you, if it ain't serving you, you got to swerve it. And not in the street. Don't take that literally. You know, watch out for idiots driving. But if it ain't serving you, you got to swerve it. My dude, for real. Girl, boy, male, female, whatever you are, if it ain't serving you, you got to swerve it. Realize if this is important to you, if growing is important to you, you go do what's needed. It's like being on a team for basketball from varsity. I can't hang out. I got 2-a-days. Are you committed? You love it, right? You love yourself. You really want to be the best. Kobe Bryant, let's take an example for him. Kobe Bryant he stayed in the gym. Allen Iverson, you looked up this video, he said, let's go out after a game. Kobe said, no, I'm not going out. I'm going to go get some rest so I can wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and go work out and do my best. Do my thing. I got to work on myself. AI went to go work out. AI went to go to the club. Kobe went to go work out. He let go of all this superficial materialistic idealizations of living lifestyles. You know, he let go of that certain perception. Oh, I got to live this lifestyle in order to be cool. It's like every time I said, most of y'all just want to be cool, but you don't want to grow. And you gotta let that turtle stay in the shell. If you want to continue to stay in the shell, let them turtles stay in their shells. Because look, at the end of the day, yeah, AI might be perceived as cool, and I love AI, ain't nothing against them. But AI might be perceived as cool, but at the same time, look who got more accomplishment, Kobe or AI? It's because who put in the sacrifices, who put in the efforts to say, hey, I gotta let go of this in order to be this, in order to be here. Kobe did. You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain analogies like that. Recognize that if you want to grow, you really got to just let go. Death, fear. Let go of fear. Let go of expectations of others. Only expect yourself to do what you know you're going to do. Don't expect nobody else to do something that you think they're going to do. Because you're not them. You're not your thoughts. Your thoughts are trying to tell you, and nobody else is your thoughts. Your thoughts are trying to tell you, hey, this person's going to do that for me because I did this for them. How many times has that thought let you down? Yeah. And so I'm saying, like, you got to recognize when your higher self is telling you, hey, we've outgrown each other. You know, certain addictions of habits, we've outgrown each other. It's not helping me grow no more. Let go. And if it's meant for you, it's going to be for you. If it's meant for you, let it be. It's going to come to you. Because I've let go of a lot of things in my life, a lot of people in my life. And some of them went forever. I don't see them to this day because I'm too busy growing. And some of them came back because, hey, I seen, hey, this thing, this situation, this person, this is for me. I let go of music. It came back to me so many ways. I realized music is in my heart. Music is in my soul. I love music. I am music. Like, music is one of my highest forms of expression. And it always comes back to me in greater ways. People, you know, like, see, even certain family members, you got to realize, is this family member really letting me grow? Or are they holding me back? Are they keeping me back? Are they pushing me back? Are they keeping me stagnant? You know? Because the whole matrix is meant for you to think that, hey, just because it's a friend, just because it's a family member, just because it's a relationship, or just because it's something that helps me feel good in the moment, you know, that it's for me. It's not. Your heart, like I'm telling you, if you tapped in, you meditating, you doing yoga, you getting sun, you know what I'm saying? You getting sun, you doing all that, your higher self will always be in tune with you to let you know, like, hey, like, this is for me and this is not. So the more and more you tune in, the more and more you tap in, the more and more you take care of yourself, the more and more you let go, the more and more you'll be able to realize and recognize these patterns, behaviors that's not serving you and that are serving you. And that's very important. It's the balance. It's the yin and the yang. So, you know, just keep taking care of yourself. Keep serving yourself first. Then you can serve others. Once you start getting lighter, like I said, you could be flying. And there gonna be no worries. You just gonna be flying through the astros with your astral 5D light body. And that's what you want to be. You want to fly? You got to let go. You can't fly with all the stuff holding you down. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go nowhere. You're not going to go nowhere. So that's very important. Another updates. Lit Hippie is on the way. Like I'm saying, believe what you want to believe. It's coming sooner than you think. Like I said, Lit Hippie is on the way. I love y'all. This is the first and beginning of many. I will get more in depth and we'll get better with each video as we go along. But I just want to tap in with y'all and tap into something that's important. Letting go to grow. If it's not serving you, you got to swerve it for you. You know what I'm saying? So keep growing, keep glowing, and keep going. Subiza as within, is so without, as above, so below. You know? That's my philosophy. Keep it Subiza. I love y'all.